Hello and welcome to day 4 of the New World Daily Tips. Today we will focus on the chat system, so let's get into it. We're going to bring our UI back up by pressing Alt and H. And let's see if we can actually do that. There we go. And we want to bring up the chat system. So what you do is you press Enter. And we're going to make some changes to this. Right here, this little wheel, that's the settings, and we'll go over all the different options. If you notice on here, if we lower this, the text gets smaller, bigger. I like it at that size. The fade delay is how fast it'll go away. I like mine to go away pretty quick. The message background, I like it pretty dark so I can actually read it. And the same here. Language filter, if you put that on, it'll get rid of bad words from chat. The alerts are things it'll really pop up if you really want to see something over here in a certain chat. I've enabled that, so things that are important. After I've typed my message, I want it to disappear, so I've enabled that. Otherwise, chat will stay up and you can continue typing in there. I don't want the time on there, so I've disabled that. And I want the messages to be in different colors, so I've enabled that. This just shows you that if you press P, we'll get out of that, it'll bring up the emotes. You can give somebody a thumbs up. Not a problem at all. We're going to go right back in here. This has to do with push to talk, if you have a mic and you're doing that kind of thing, and all the settings. And if you don't like what you've changed everything to, you can restore your settings to the defaults. Not a problem at all. Now the right side is a little more interesting. We have our selection set to the feed, so everything. If I were to click here, you'd see just the global chat. Or here, you could see area chat, help for questions. Recruitment's kind of important, so don't miss that one. And the trade. So let's take a look at what people are saying in trade. Somebody wants to buy that. They're looking for somebody that has weaponsmithing skills. Somebody wants to buy one of those tools for 14,000. So it's quite a lot going on there. Recruitment's an important channel. See these X for portals and X and all that? What that means is, let's see if we can find some X for Merc. That means the X means, hey, I want to join your group for the Merc run, which is an elite chest run, and you'll get, when you're about 60, you're going to be joining those, and you're going to join a big group of people, and you're going to go to a certain area on the map and run through with a big group, killing everything and taking all the chests and getting a lot of loot. So that's important. But let's say you just want your feed and you want to control what comes through your feed. So I've set it to that. And then on the right here, I've decided what's going to be shown in my general feed. Well, I don't want anything in global. I could have area on there, but sometimes that gets a little messy, so I've turned that off. And especially for making videos, I've turned most of these off. I can turn the direct messages on and off, just like that. And I've messaged somebody. Company. All these settings are very useful, very handy. And if you put the alerts on and you have the alerts enabled, you'll be able to see more stuff, and it'll actually pop up and come to you, even if you're in a menu and stuff like that. So there's a lot of options here, and it may seem a little overwhelming, but once you mess around with it and get a good grasp of it, it'll be a lot easier, and it'll make a lot more sense. And that way you can control what you do and don't see during gameplay. A lot of people can get kind of feisty in chat and in global, so if you don't want to deal with that, you can just turn it off. And you can always do this too. If somebody's on there, you can right click on them or hover over their name and just block that individual person, and you won't see any chat from them ever again. So it's really nice. I hope that helped. If you like this kind of content, I make new videos every day. Go ahead and subscribe, and we'll go from there. Enjoy. It's a nice kiln.